请问师父，在佛寺里许愿，愿望成真的话，是菩萨的帮忙，还是自己因缘的成果？愿望成真的话，一定要回寺庙还愿吗？如果还愿成真，愿望成真是自己善因，那不回寺庙还愿可以吗？不还愿会对自己有害吗？From Peng. So this question, let me translate. So if we make a vow or make a wish in the temple, and then if it comes true, is it due to the help of the Bodhisattva, or is it due to our own conditions? Yeah, and if our wishes or vows should be wishes here, if our wishes come true, must we go back to the monastery or the temple to return the favor? Okay, I Li Hui. Okay, so if I don't go back to the temple to return the favor, will I receive harm? Is it harmful to ourselves? So this is a question from Song Ping. This is an interesting question. In particular, if I may, it seems like in the Thai tradition, this is even stronger. Yeah, there is a very strong culture. Not in all the Thai tradition, but in some Thai tradition, there is such a culture. You know, in Thailand, Bangkok, there is the what we commonly know as the 四面佛, you know, the four-faced Buddha. Actually, the so-called four-faced Buddha, rightly speaking, is the Brahma Sahampati. Yeah, it's not the Buddha. But Sifu look alike. Yeah, you compare yourself with Buddha, also look alike. What? Two eyes, one nose, one mouth, one face. Oh, the one got four face. So usually in the Thai temple, that particular statue is outside, not inside. Buddha sitting inside, Brahma Sampati sitting outside. Yeah. So from what I know, yeah. So in some of the traditions, in particular in Thailand, they have this culture of making wishes or asking for favors in the when they go to the temple. And then if it comes true, then they will go and return the favor. The favor, to return the favor, it may be to make a donation, depending on what they promise. So it's kind of like government bond, you know. It's like taking or like, you know, do you all know about bonds? Yeah, you buy a promissory note, and then after that they promise to give you back some returns. So that's the transactional, what I call that? That's the kind of transactional Buddhism. Yeah, you go to the temple to ask for a transaction. Yeah, you promise the Buddha or the Bodhisattva, okay, this is a deal. You give me this, I give you that. Yeah. So in the Thai tradition, it's a fair deal. Chinese temple, not so fair. Chinese temple, you usually see people bring apple oranges only. But from what I know, in the Thai tradition, sometimes you see ladies performing some dance in front, you know, and it has become part of their culture. Yeah, that they believe that, you know, because of the favor yeah, the blessing given. So they must go back there and then perform the Thai dance. Yeah, yeah. So now the question is, there are a lot of questions involved in this. So the first thing is, when it does happen, okay, when your wishes do come true, is it due to the Buddha, due to Brahma Sampati, or due to Bodhisattva, and so on? Well, what we know is it's due to conditions. Yeah, it's always due to conditions, never due to anything else. It's always conditions. Now, whether the conditions were part of the external forces, well, there's always external forces actually, right? It's never just your conditions. So then, is it only part of? Is it only due to external conditions? It's also never only due to external conditions. It's also always part of your conditions. Yeah, 因缘果报. Yeah, our side is always involved also. Yeah, and then external conditions is also involved. Yeah, nothing ever happened due to just yourself or others. Yeah, always a combination of factors. Oh, so then the question is, more precisely, is it due to the prayers coming true? That means specifically whether it's a Buddha, a Bodhisattva, or Brahma Sampati. Okay. In some cases, yes, I would say yes. I can tell you quite clearly. In some cases, it is really due to the Bodhisattvas, the Buddhas, making not making it happen. Because when we think, the moment we think, oh, Bodhisattva make it happen, it's as though the Bodhisattva or the Buddha, just snap the finger, boom, it happened. Yeah, that not supposed to happen also happened. No. When it happens, it's because it can happen. Then it can happen. Yeah. We don't see any part of the teaching where things that is not supposed to happen. Give you an example. I always like to use this example. Like just now, I sit halfway, then I feel something happening. Something happening in the stomach. Must have conditions, right? So because of that, then as a condition, then I decided, never mind, let's observe. So sit until 7:15 thereabout. Okay, I think it's quite due already. Yeah, third trimester already. Have to go and release it. So I went to the toilet. Not go to KK. Then along the way, I also got some water. Came back, now with water. So this water don't happen due to no conditions, has conditions. The fact that I eat, then at some point in time I shit. That is reasonable. If I keep eating but don't shit, something is wrong. Correct? If now there's water, okay? Really there's water, you see. If I tilt it to a certain point, where the water is at the mouth of the cup, is at equilibrium. Without any other conditions, it shouldn't pour out. But if I were to tilt it further, can you see? Better be able to see. I'm dripping on the cloth, not on the table. Nowadays, I'm not so stupid. Do it on the table. If at this point in time, I pour further, I tilt further, and it still doesn't come out, then something is wrong. The trouble for us is, some things we like, some things we don't like. The act of pouring, it's the same when your kid drink and then the water spill up. The physics is the same, the same physics. Gravitational force, nothing to support, overflow. The difference is whether it overflow into the mouth or outside. But yet, because if it flow outside, then we have to clean our kid, we have to clean the floor, then we are not happy. So we don't accept this. Then we say this is bad. Then we say this is wrong. But when it flow into the mouth, then we say this is good, this is correct. But both are happening due to conditions, and it's happening exactly the way it should. But we don't accept one, we accept the other. Just like the weather. The past few weeks, overcast, cloud cover, cold. Initially we like, oh, nice, nice. Some people even turn on aircon and sleep. But when it persists for a while, then we start to, my clothes never dry leh. Huh? How come again? Peng. Usually we don't go for a walk, but because it has cloud cover, then we say, I cannot go for a walk. Whole year don't go for a walk. When there's cloud cover, then want to go for a walk. So we hope that despite there being conditions, if we don't like it, it shouldn't happen. We hope that if we like it to happen, even if there are no conditions, it should happen. That's why when we don't study, we still go and ask观世音菩萨 to help us. Please, Poppy, please. Last time, I promise next time I will study. This is called going against karma, going against conditionality. 违背缘起. So unconsciously, we are heretics. Unconsciously, we actually entertain wrong view. We quite like wrong view. No condition, we still want it to happen. We buy one ticket with one number. Let's say G.Kongsa 2803. That's the number of our four-room flat last time. G.Kongsa A. The reason why I suddenly switched to Hokkien is because when we moved in there, I was still a kid, and we remember the number by Hokkien. 2803, in case if any of you want to buy. So you see, it's a very funny thing, there are 10,000 numbers in 4D. We buy one number. The chance of it striking is very, very slim. 1 in 10,000. Whether you buy this number or that number, the odds are exactly the same. But yet, because we dream of it, then we feel it must come out. Because it's our car plate number, because it's our house number, because it's the number of the diaper pack that is for your kids. No, first month. Then we feel like, oh, this number should come out. Then, Sifu, how you know that I want it to come out? You don't want it to come out, you buy for what? And how do I know that for sure you want it to come out? Because when it doesn't come out, you are disappointed. From the disappointment, we know that there was an expectation. So of what? Of it coming out. So we are like that. Even though there are no conditions, we hope that it happens. Even though there are no conditions, we hope it doesn't happen. Yeah, we oppose conditionality. Yeah. But does it mean that the Buddha, Bodhisattvas never try to make it happen? It depends. My teacher in the观世音菩萨普门品, when he is explaining that text, is the Kwan Yin Bodhisattva Universal Dhamma Door chapter. Yeah, in that chapter, So it talks about how the Bodhisattva would fulfill people's wishes. Yeah, up to manifesting in different forms to teach. According to what you like, the Bodhisattva appear. Yeah, you prefer to learn from a woman, he appear as a woman. You prefer to listen to a man, he appear as a man. You prefer a monk, he appear as a monk. You prefer a nun, he appear as a nun. Whatever you prefer. Yeah. Some people prefer cat. How does cat give teaching? Yeah. Ask yourself, how many people when they see a cat, they feel compassion? Huh? A lot of people have compassion for cats and dogs, no compassion for human beings. So my teacher says, many people pray to Guanyin Pusa, ask for help, ask for favors. Does it mean everybody get their wishes granted? No. Yeah. So what is the basis? The basis is, one, if Guanyin Pusa, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, if Guanyin Pusa fulfill your wishes, help it happen, does it cause you to grow in greed, hatred, or delusion? Does it? Or does it help you to reduce your greed, hatred, and delusion? Or does it help you to grow in your perfections? Yeah. 不失持戒忍辱精进禅定般若. Yeah. Does it help you to grow in wholesomeness or grow in unwholesomeness? If it causes you to grow in unwholesomeness, then the Guanyin Pusa, no. But if it helps you to grow in wholesomeness, does it mean he will die make it happen? Also no. Then he have to see, okay, do you have the conditions? Maybe some of the conditions are not quite ready. So maybe he can, things that he can influence or he can, but never, no condition, then he just make it happen, cannot. If it's possible to make things happen without conditions, we currently don't have conditions to be enlightened yet, not complete. If Guanyin Pusa can make things happen, if Buddha can make things happen, if Amitabha can make things happen without conditions, if all the Buddhas, I mean, maybe one Buddha not powerful enough. Maybe some people think this Buddha not powerful enough, that Bodhisattva not. Okay lah, all of them have meeting ma. With our powers combined. Yeah. Surely they can make it happen, right? Still cannot. But if they can, you know what's the first thing they'll do? They'll make everybody become Buddha. Right? If we can subscribe to the idea that things can happen without conditions, and Bodhisattva and Buddha Bodhisattvas can make it happen, that's the first thing they will make happen, ma. We currently don't have conditions yet to realize the truth. They all realize the truth. All of us don't have the perfections yet. We haven't perfected all those qualities yet. They just talk. I mean, you think about it, whatever we most people ask for is very trivial compared to the wholesome qualities. Is very trivial. What do we ask for? Pass exam lah, my grandson pass exam lah, my son pass exam lah, cure my cancer lah. Yeah, Sư父, cure cancer. Yeah, but people with cancer suffer. People without cancer also suffer. What? Removing suffering is tougher, no? Find me a job lah. People with job also suffer. People without job also suffer. Find me a bigger house. Small house also suffer. Big house also suffer. Have house suffer. No house also suffer. Find me a wife lah. Find me a husband lah. Have husband also suffer. Have wife also suffer. No also suffer. No suffering is the toughest. Having wisdom is the toughest. Being liberated is the toughest. So if it's possible, Buddha Bodhisattvas would have made that happen, but not possible. Why not possible? Not because Buddha Bodhisattva not kind, not compassionate, but because no conditions. How to have the condition? Attend Dhamma class law, everyday meditate law. Yeah. So in the case, if we don't give up this mindset, we'll continue to hope for the impossible. But as I said, are there cases where Buddha Bodhisattvas truly help? Yes, I can assure you. Yes. Yeah, this does happen. But you have to ask yourself, does it fulfill those requirements? There's one more requirement my teacher mentioned. Whether your mind connect with that of Guan Yin Pusa. Guan Yin Pusa mindset towards all sentient beings is 大慈大悲, great loving kindness and compassion. Do we connect with that? Meaning, do we embody that? If we don't embody that, then the 免谈, all bets are off. Forget it. So if you go to the temple and wish, boss, having difficulty with my boss. Not boss. 观世音菩萨, having difficulty with my boss. Please remove my boss. Then you go to the provision shop and wait long. Go and kiatang. So then at the end of the day, what if your wishes come true? Must you go to Simalu, go there and dance? And then sing one pen, then sip song. And if you don't, unenlightened beings, we think in terms of transactions. Enlightened beings don't think of transaction. Yeah. So that's why they are enlightened. It's not that they are enlightened, then they are like that. No, it's that before they are enlightened, they start becoming like that. They start to not look at everything in terms of transactions. They stop helping people for favors. So then when they become enlightened, how can it be that you ask for help, they help you, then after that they every night kind of let you dream, Louis, where is my Uncle Kueh? Louis, where is my 4 oranges? That day you only offer 2 oranges, you ate 2, where's the other 2? No. Yeah. But if it's not enlightened beings, hard to say. Hard to say. If you ask for help from other people, they may ask you back a favor. It's just like in the office, right? You know, some people help you, right? You ask, hey, can do me a favor? You already position it as a favor, ma? Then the other person say, hey, you owe me one. Why? Usually, you owe people one because they are doing something they are not supposed to do. Right? But there are some people in the office also, they help you out of their own kindness. You say, hey, I owe you one. They say, no lah, what owe you one? This is my job. Yeah, we are doing for the company. What are we talking about? There are also people who are like that. So be careful who you ask your favor from, who you ask help from. Some whether it's human or the maybe it's like a spiritual realm one, they will come back to you to ask you to return the favor. Buddha, Bodhisattvas, the enlightened beings, in general, Sangha, I say in general, yeah. I don't know about other people, okay? Yeah, but I have faith. I have faith that those who are really Sangha, they don't do things for favor. Yeah, they don't do things for favor. Yeah. The ones you see in MRT station one, standing down there. That one not Sangha. That one is look like Sangha. Yeah, look like. Some students tell me, "Hey, Sifu, all those fake monks, no." I say, and then we must do something about it. You already know fake one. Then what you want? Fake one, of course, doing that, ma. Real one will not be doing that. You already know it's fake. Yeah, what to do? Yeah, that's why they sit down there. Then they give you a bracelet. They give you a amulet. Then they expect you to give them something. You go to any temple, you ask for blessing, they give blessing. They don't say payment, please. Yeah, you ask for amulet, you ask for a bracelet, the chanting mala bead, you ask for Buddha statue, take. Except the big one, a big one you cannot take home also. Yeah, you want what, take, as long as it is not common property. Common property need everybody to agree. Yeah. Now the question is, we usually spend our life asking for things. When will we start becoming the Bodhisattva for other people? Huh? Once in a while, once in a while, become the Bodhisattva for other people. Not every day. Every day difficult. Okay? Have a Bodhisattva-like day ahead. Amitofo.